Alright, just a couple highlights from the GreatStockPicks.com trading chat room today. And I'm going to give you the reasons why I called these stocks to give you a little insight into setups that I typically look for. DMND, I had in my notes to watch for the chat room today. And if you're trading at all, who doesn't know what happened the other day, right? Just a crazy move in DMND, and then I'll take today's candle out of it, which doesn't look like much of a bounce. But wait till you see the trade we got on it. Okay, this is what it looked like before today. I mean, you just had this crazy move, then a gap down, and some selling, but hadn't completely retraced the move yet. All right, and again, taking today, the 15-minute candles, taking today's candles out of it. You see, it did have a nice big spike a couple days ago, and then grinding down yesterday, and then today started grinding down again. Okay, my thinking was if DMND can start printing new highs for the day, 29.58, I bet they pile in again like they did right here. I mean, this was just a crazy move. So I was trying to find a way in for our members that hopefully would catch a low of day turn or a turn near the low of the day, and we could ride it up through the high of the day and then start selling into the crazy pop, okay? 30-minute candles, as crazy as it sounds, is one of my favorite methods on a stock that's just doing a slow grind, all right? Takes all the fake outs on 5s or 10 minutes, 2-minute candles, whatever you typically use, takes all those fake outs kind of out of play and just lets you look for a crystal clear entry and stop. So this is the opening candles high here, 29.57. I just talked about that. See how you have a lower high and then a little kind of doji candle here? I called it over this candle here. I told everybody if it gets to 28.83, the stop would be at 28.52. So about 30 cents risk, and boom, it was off to the races. Now, that's a 30-minute candle, so it looks like it happened real fast, but if you go to 5s, you can see that it didn't really happen too fast. We caught it during the quiet period and then watched people kind of catch on to what was going on, right? Let's go with a line here. So right in this area, you kind of had that little rounded bottom look, and our buy was right about here. And the worst case stop, I think, right there. And so then it started to get a little momentum, little selling there, and then boom, it's near the high of the day. It's almost like word was getting around, and then it starts lighting up the new highs ticker, and GreatStockPicks.com members are just sellers wherever they want to all the way into that pop. But it was a fantastic trade. 28.83 entry, 31 cents risk, and it went up to 31.38. So what is that, over $2.50 move in our favor on 30 cents risk. And really, these are 5-minute candles, so it took about 15 minutes to get that kind of a push. And as I always teach our members, if you're ever in anything and it puts in a candle like that, start selling. Don't ask questions. Don't get out a calculator and figure out how rich you're going to be. Whenever you're in something and it's a fun, as Kramer would say, it's a high-quality problem, but whenever you get a candle like that in your favor, that kind of volume, start selling. You don't have to sell it all. You can sell it 100 shares at a time. I don't care, but and you see it kind of calm down after that. OSK is a different kind of trade, but an example of something we teach in the chat room. If you're just sitting there and all of a sudden, and volume scanners are pretty easy to set up, out of the blue, OSK gets a big pop. And these are 5-minute candles. Look at that crazy volume, 400,000 shares in 5 minutes. Look at the volume before that, almost nothing. So I told everyone, let's put OSK on watch. And give me a second here, get that drawing tool going. Called OSK, gave everybody the long idea right there on that green candle. I guess right there, and a worst case stop right there. Okay, so you're looking at 1941. And let me just switch to 5s, and the stop was at 1930, 11 cents risk, and from 1941, sorry, it went to 2032, so almost $1 move on 11 cents risk on OSK. I was projecting that live onto everybody's screens and showing them the setup. So there's an example of something that wasn't based on the daily chart at all, but it's a different kind of trade that we call in our chat room. When you've got a couple hundred people scanning the market, usually, and I can't remember if it was one of the members or if it was me that spotted OSK, but this volume landed it on our watch list, and we found a beautiful low-risk entry idea for some members if they wanted to take OSK. So anyway, I'm not going to babble any further. We will talk to you, try to put out a video on any trades we make in tomorrow's trading session sometime tomorrow night. All right, have a good night.